Okay, I think it's 9 o'clock, guys. Call to order the first meeting of 2022 for Shelby County Supervisors. Conflict, gentlemen.
None. I have none.
There's a lot on here. I bet I got a conflict somewhere, but I can't think of it today, so.
We just say it at the time.
Yep. Number 2, fulfilling requirements of Iowa law for board meetings.
Yeah, and that's what this is. It's
It's just
an
the
organizational
whole-
meeting.
yeah.
Iowa code says you have to have it on the first business day.
Okay. First item is to name the chairman of the board.
Okay, I nominate Steve.
Motion by Charlie to nominate Steve. I would second that.
I think you get to
Any
change.
comments?
Oh, I think you get to change chairs now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Warmed it up.
Yes, I did.
Not very, you just got here.
Okay, thanks everybody. Name of vice chairman. Have a motion.
Motion for Charlie.
Second that. Any objections? None. Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of the agenda. There's only 30 items, so I hope there's no more additions, Mark.
No, this will be,
Painless.
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah, there's not much business.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Darren, second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the minutes for December 21st. Any changes or corrections, Mark?
No.
Motion to approve. Motion by Charlie,
Second.
second by Darren. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of claims for December 31st.
Motion approved.
Did we have claims?
Yeah, we did.
Did we get everything paid for the year?
I think so. And claims, in case you guys hear from department heads, we can't make any more claims until about the 20th of January. We can't pay any more bills because of the transfer of data from the old program to the new.
Yep. Second.
The only question I had on the claims, and it was taken care of, but just so you guys know, we had about a $5,800 expense down at County Farm on the bin replacement, but it was an auger underneath the floor, and it's our responsibility.
Gotcha.
So,
Whoa, expensive auger.
well, everything is.
I don't think it had ever been done.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably shot.
Yeah.
So, motion by Darren
Sure.
to pay the claims.
Yes.
Second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Todd Deline. I don't see him here today. Okay, we'll wait till
Break
Todd
hours
comes
tomorrow.
in. Brandon, good morning, secondary roads.
Good morning.
Update.
I guess the first item I have on there had some expirations on the Solid Waste Agency Commission. I've talked to the 3 individuals that I have for reappointment, and none of them had any issue with it. So
Okay,
runs right there, unless he changed his mind.
that's Gene Geddes, Rick Bollinger, and Kenny Blackwell.
Yep.
And I was just up talking to Tony, that's why I was late.
Okay.
I was doing business.
Okay.
Just seeing how he was coming on getting that planning
Yeah.
person or committee going. And he's a lot further. He wanted to have it done by now, but he's got some names,
Yeah,
so.
I've been sending him a reminder, because we have 5 commission members, and 1 has to be on the Shelby County Planning Commission,
Gotcha.
and that was defunct commission. So
He had nobody on it basically, so.
Okay, do I have a motion to appoint 3 gentlemen?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Charlie, second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And just, I guess, since it's that time of year, just kind of wanted to go over the winter road maintenance, what we do, what we don't. Had some calls this weekend and questions. We were out Friday, had a couple trucks out Saturday morning, and then everyone was out Sunday, treating what we got. Basically, I kind of went through our ordinance and highlighted some of the highlights. And I guess I'll say it first, the state DOT on their highways, they're 24/7. I believe they have 3 operators for each truck. and their goal is dry pavement. We have one operator per truck, and when we're full going, we have 7 dump trucks out and 12 motor graders. So we have 19 pieces of equipment out at once when we're full going. We don't have enough guys to have 2 shifts, so we're 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Unless there's an emergency, and that would be
Trying to get
designated
people to work
by,
and people home is what you're trying to do.
yep, designated by myself or by Neil, or Sheriff Gross. So basically, our goal, the entire width of the portion of road improved for travel may not be cleared. You might have to drive to the condition of the road. We'll do our best to get it all scraped off, but if it's 5 o'clock, we're trying to get it good enough for people to slow down and make it home. On paved roads, after 2-lane travel is possible, during our normal working hours, we'll go out and get it cleaned up. No, we will not normally be in operation between 5 p.m. and 5 a.m. And it's not our policy to have a dry pavement. Limitation of service, and I know there were some questions on Friday when we had frost on the road. We do not normally treat for frost. I know we got some freezing rain after that, and we sent the trucks out about 2 o'clock to treat for that and get a layer of material down. But I know it's frosty in the morning. It's not in our ordinance to treat for frost. We don't put abrasives down on gravel roads unless it's a dire emergency. We'll go out and pneumatic or with the maintainers scrape them.
And you didn't have enough snow to do.
No, that's 4 inches
That's
is
what I
what sends
thought.
out the maintainers
Okay.
for. During normal hours, if we get some drifts, we'll go out and bust drifts. I don't think we got enough for that. But it'll come. I'm sure it will. It's winter in Iowa, and yeah, I guess the main point I want to say is, if the roads if we're getting some moisture, leave 10 minutes early, drive to the condition of the road. We're out doing the best we can, but we all have limitations, so it's winter in Iowa. I guess other updates, I'll be here next meeting with the fuel bid. And then
Is that time, isn't it?
it is, and the resolutions for bridge embargoes and road embargoes in case the chair and I.
You're talking the 18th?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
There's a special meeting next week. That's
Okay.
what I wanted to clarify.
The 18th.
Yep.
I'll send them to you, Mark.
Yep.
I don't think we want to do fuel bids next week. I want to wait for it to go down.
How do you
Who
know?
knows where it'll go?
How do you know?
We've been pretty fortunate the last 2.
We have. F-24 plans, we got those turned in, so feel good about that. It was a struggle, but they're in for the March letting. And then we'll work in Erling as weather allows. We'll be up there. I think they're going up there this morning, and I think we can cut through the frost that's there. And we've been leaving the whole thing in and then working in tandem, so we should be able to go there for a couple more weeks. Hopefully. The way the weather looks,
Yeah.
it's 0 and then it's back up to 40, so that's all I have.
How are they coming filling jobs?
I got a maintainer operator hired, and I believe we got one of the truck drivers hired this morning.
One left?
Yep, one left, so
Okay.
they were, the foreman and the superintendent were talking, and I think they're gonna make the other offer here today or tomorrow, and we'll go from there, so.
Did you get any more information on the CDL requirements?
I have not. I
mean-
don't know if they've released it until when the mandate is.
It's February 7th.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's kind of one of those things, I think, that they're gonna figure it out as they go, and February 7th will hit, and then we'll
Then we gotta scramble and find somebody that'll train them.
have our eyes open.
The DOT had a high-level meeting last week, and the results weren't determined yet.
Right.
My daughter
Maybe
was,
they'll kick this February thing
my
back.
daughter happened to be at the meeting, and she called me, and I said, I don't understand what you're talking about, so she goes, well, in a nutshell, it's not done. They don't know what to say.
But we'll figure it a lot more. It's like the infrastructure bill. I mean, we don't know anything about it yet, but I'm sure here in the coming weeks and months, we'll figure out more.
Okay, just get them all hired before that date, and then we won't have to worry about it.
That's the plan.
Okay. Thanks, Brandon.
So I'll wrap up for that. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to our yearly business here, county regarding claims policy, claim policy.
Yeah, the policy, all claims filed in the auditor's office by the Wednesday before the third Tuesday of each month shall be presented to the Board of Supervisors for approval for payment at that meeting. All claims for mileage and travel expenses must be submitted within 60 days of the date incurred. The only exception to that would be this month. Like we said before, all the department heads have been notified with the software change where there's no more claims going to be paid in January until the software is up and running.
Right.
Is there a reason that we give that long, 60 days? Is it necessary to give that long?
It's just to compare everything. Every time they do a payroll now, they're doing parallel payrolls, they're doing them in both systems to make sure all the numbers match up. And I'm
But
guessing,
I'm saying, shouldn't we be giving them less time?
The only thing I'm gonna say to that is we put that in 4 or 5 years ago, and before that, there wasn't a time.
There wasn't a time
And some
frame.
people went back years.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous.
I know, that's why that's in there.
Yeah, no, I think it should be less than 60 days even, but
yeah,
Do you?
no, everybody's good about that. Everybody likes to get that to be paid. Isn't that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean, is 60 too much or not enough?
No, it's fine.
It's not really been an issue getting them
No,
in.
I've never had anybody,
Are you okay with
any
that?
complaints
yeah,
at
no,
all.
if he's.
And Angel's aware of it.
Okay.
She would be the one that would handle the claim for a personal expense, so.
Okay.
Okay,
Got a motion to approve the policy regarding claims?
motion.
Motion by Darren, second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Auditor's authorization regarding payroll.
This is that the county auditor be authorized without prior approval of the Board of Supervisors to pay the wages of all county employees.
Have a motion to approve?
Motion.
And you got
Motion
some,
by Darren.
confirmation on how to pay the mental health people, I see, this last week.
We're gonna have a
That's
meeting.
coming up.
They
Okay.
didn't give us a date for the meeting, but we'll figure it out, and they're
Okay.
gonna give us an advance.
Yeah, they're gonna front it.
Okay,
We don't have to use reserves to
I
pay
mean,
it.
that'll change this a little bit, but,
Yeah.
okay. All right, yeah. Second.
Any other questions?
None?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Resolution 2022-1 appointing county deputy officials.
Thought I saw Neil out there.
What's that?
Is that for Neil?
No.
No, it's for
He's got 'em
the
all.
supervisors. The resolution reads, be it resolved that the following persons shall be appointed deputies for the following offices as recommended by the elected officials according to Chapter 331.903 Code of Iowa. Marcus Gross Jr., County Attorney. Assistants, Todd Argensinger, Ashley West, as well as Jennifer Mumm. Neil Gross, Sheriff. The deputies are Cody Eccles, Kelly LaFever, Chad Butler, William McDaniel, Glenn Burks, Nathan Pigsley, Braden Quist, Jacob Haas, Nathan Tibbetts, and Colin Weaver. It's as simple as that.
That's it.
Motion approved.
Motion by Charlie,
Second.
second by Darren. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Weed Commissioner appointment. It's been Bryce Shaben. I'm sure, haven't heard where Bryce didn't want to do it anymore. Have you?
No.
Okay. You okay with that,
I
Brandon?
believe so, yeah.
Okay. Motion to approve Bryce Shaben as weed commissioner.
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
Charlie, second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Conservation Board member nomination approval. Dennis Jarrett.
Yeah, I believe I forwarded you the application, and Darren's familiar.
Yeah, Raymond Peterson is going off from the Elkhorn area, and he actually brought Dennis to a meeting, and we met him, and he just moved to the community, and he's gonna be a good addition, I think. We approved him at our board meeting, so.
Surprise,
many
Raymond's
years?
going off.
How many years Raven?
Yeah, he's been
Long
down forever.
time.
We
Okay,
gave him a
thanks to
little lunch.
Raymond. There you go. Okay, have a motion to approve Dennis Jarrett to the Conservation Board. Motion by Darren, second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. County holidays for calendar year 2022. Mark?
President's Day, Monday, February 21st, Memorial Day, Monday, May 30th. Independence Day will be observed on July 4th, Labor Day, Monday, September 5th, Veterans Day, November 11th, Thanksgiving Day, and the Friday after Thanksgiving will be November 24th and 25th this year. Christmas will be observed by Shelby County on December 26th, and New Year's Day next year will be Monday, January 2nd. New Year's Day will be observed.
What day is Christmas this year? Day of the week?
It says here Monday. No,
Sunday.
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 Sorry.
Okay.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion by Charlie,
Second.
second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Medical examiner,
I'm reading through it. You guys are looking for a motion to approve the appointment of Scott Markham as county medical examiner and to accept the proposal of the physicians of Shelby County that the doctor on call will act in the medical examiner's absence.
okay, do I have a motion for that?
So moved.
Motion by Darren, second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Comp board for condemnation of private property members.
Right, I'll just read through the list. The farm owner operators, Lonnie Benson, Jason Munson, Delbert Brook, Dave Butker, Kenny Schneider, Dave Whaling. City property owners, Kayla Jacobs, Donald Holdsworth, Paul Linen, Michael Kane. That one should be reviewed.
Are these all new or?
I'll see if Michael still owns
All
Yeah.
new.
property in the city. I'm not sure. Todd Langenfeld and Richard Langen, Portsmouth.
Why does Michael Kane need to be reviewed?
I don't know if he does or not. Does he still own property in the city of Harlan?
He used to own a house over here, but I don't know if he still does.
Yeah.
Just check on it.
Yeah,
Does he have to live in that house?
Okay.
no,
No, I think he rents it out.
property owners.
Okay.
And then another farm owner operator is Charles Wooster Jr. Real estate brokers, the persons having knowledge of property values in Shelby County, be Kirk Peterson, Terry Knapp, Tim Myers, Raleigh Burton, Kevin Campbell, Randy Oren, and Jan Arkfeld.
Let's remove Terry Knapp and put in Kevin Osborne.
Okay.
And I'll speak to Kevin.
Okay.
Nothing changes. That correction, motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Darren, second, or motion by Charlie, second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Official newspaper for publications to be named.
In the past, it's been the Harlan Tribune and the Harlan News Advertiser.
Motion approved.
Motion by Charlie,
Second.
second by Darren. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Resolution 2022-2, non-discrimination affirmation.
The resolution would read, it reads, be it resolved by the Board of Supervisors of Shelby County, Iowa, that no person shall be excluded from the receipt of services, benefits, and Shelby County shall not refuse to hire, accept, register, classify, or refer for employment or discharge any employee or otherwise discriminate employment against any applicant for employment because of age, race, creed, color, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, national origin, religion, or disability of such applicant or employee unless based upon the nature of the occupation.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion by Charlie, second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Bonding broker for calendar year 2022.
It has been the agency in the past, and I haven't experienced any problems with that.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the
So
agency?
moved.
So moved by Darren,
Second.
second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Supervisors and other committee appointments for calendar year 2022. You mind reading them, Mark?
It's up to you. I can read them as they have been.
Oh yeah, just stop right there.
Okay.
Everybody good with staying where you are for now? I mean, you can change anytime if you want to.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead and read them. Darren Hakey will be the 4th Judicial District Department of Correctional Services Board of Directors, Juvenile Emergency Service Committee, Solid Waste Agency Board, Workforce Development, Region 6 Hotel Motel, Tax Committee, Building and Grounds, and the Conservation Board representative. Charlie Parkhurst will be the E911 Joint Service Board, a non-voting member, Emergency Management Agency Commission, Harrison, Monona, Shelby Empowerment Areas, Southwest Iowa Policy Council to the Midlands, Southwest Iowa Transit Authority Commission, West Central Development Board, Hungry Canyons Alliance, Metropolitan Area Planning Association, Los Hills Development and Conservation Authority, Safety and Wellness Committee, Golden Hills Resource, and Nishnabotna Waterway Coalition. And Steve Kinkle is on the Citizens Advisory Board for Cherokee Mental Health. County's official voting delegate for Southwest Iowa Regional Committee for Mental Health. Shelby, Harrison, Monona Planning and Council, and 28E, the Mental Health Coordinator. Board of Public Health, Environmental Board of Health, Shelby County Commerce and Industry, and the IT Committee member. Other committee memberships would be E911 Joint Service Board, Alex Londo to be nominated for a voting member. Hotel Tax Committee, Fiscal Agent would be the Shelby County Auditor. Shelby County Board of Health, 3-year terms. They've agreed to serve again Tina Dotzler, Randy Goebbels, and Dr. Brian Anderson, with terms ending 12/31/24. SWIPCO, reappoint Todd Valine as county representative and Terry Arnston as the at-large representative.
Okay,
That's it.
have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Darren, second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Authorization any supervisor to sign farm program documents. I've been doing that the last few years, but in my absence or whatever, I'll continue to do that. Sure, that as only of us can do that. Have a
Yeah.
motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
Charlie, second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
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 Why is that one any different than, I mean, if you're gone, the vice chair would have the ability to sign any other documents, wouldn't they? Why is
Yeah.
this one's listed
I don't know, it's
separate?
always been on there.
I think in years past, there might have been some urgent documents, maybe, to be signed, and the first available that could get in would get in and sign it.
Think you're asking why it's even
Well, yeah,
discussed?
why, you know, because the vice chair, in his
I know.
absence, if it's important, should have that authority anyway.
Yeah,
There you go.
I don't know. It's-
Okay. But anyway,
Okay,
aye.
motion carried.
Motion.
Resolution 2022-3, Economic Development Public Purpose Statement.
Yeah, and this is just necessary to fund the chamber, as the county has always done. Be it resolved by the Shelby County Board of Supervisors that funding of the Shelby County Chamber of Commerce and Industry and any other economic development project deemed appropriate by the board as an economic development project as defined in Iowa Code Section 15A.1, 15A.1, and that this expenditure would further a public purpose. That public purpose to be an expansion or retention of jobs in Shelby County. Any business receiving economic development funding from Shelby County will be required to abide by the policies set by Shelby County, including but not limited to Resolution 2007-32, which would further explain the policies and rules
Okay,
that have to be
any questions?
followed.
Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Charlie, second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Resolution 2022-4, authorized partnership for Southwest Iowa Trust Fund. Mark?
Right, whereas the Shelby County Board of Supervisors has found a need for home ownership assistance and housing repairs for lower income individuals and families, and whereas Southwest Iowa Housing Trust Fund Incorporated proposes to provide funding to assist home eligible individuals and families purchase their first home and repair owner occupied homes. Now therefore be it resolved by the Shelby County Board of Supervisors as follows. Section 1, Shelby County Board of Supervisors is interested in participating in the Southwest Iowa Housing Trust Fund housing programs. Section 2, Shelby County Board of Supervisors will contribute $1,000 per unit assisted in Shelby County lying outside the city limits of Harlan, not to exceed $6,000 in calendar year 2022.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion to approve the partnership agreement.
Did we spend all that last year? Did we ever spend all that?
Yeah,
Okay.
they bill us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have it budgeted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second.
Okay, motion by Charlie, second by Darren. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Resolution 2022-5, County Institutions of Monetary Deposit.
Yeah, we have to state the limits and the institutions. Shelby County State Bank, 15 million, Mid-States Bank, 6 million, Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, 6, Defiance State Bank, 6, Bank of the West, 6, United Bank of Iowa, 6, Town and Country Credit Union, 6, the Sheriff's Special Checking Account, 200,000, and the Recorder Special Checking Account, Mid-States Bank, 100,000.
Okay, have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second by Darren, second by Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Notification of county health insurance rates for the 2022 fiscal year.
Yeah. Those in attendance last week, there was a 0.9% decrease in our rates starting July 1st, 2022. And just on advisement, we'll just leave everything the same. The county contribution,
Employee.
the employees will not pay a dime more than they did last year.
Like it's the third year in a row our rates have gone down, correct?
Yes. This year, we didn't give them the decrease, but it was 0.9%, and all the figuring that has to be done to move things by pennies wasn't worth it.
Motion approved.
It's more or less just a notification.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so these are gonna be published the same amounts as last year.
And a lot of that is on our next one, because of our wellness program, our claims have been really down thanks to all the employees and everybody doing their safety and issues. So, next on the agenda is wellness program, approval of participation in the ISAC wellness program and reimbursement to county employees eligible to complete the wellness physical in program if the county has 100% participation in calendar year 2022. And that's been $100. And I think we've only had one time in my 9 years where that wasn't achieved. So they've been doing an awesome job.
In how many years?
9.
We've been doing that for 9 years?
Yeah.
The wellness program?
I think it was on before that.
Yeah.
It was done before I got on the board.
So kudos to the Shelby County employees that are eligible to do this. I was talking to the auditor in Pocahontas County, and she says, how do you get them all to do it?
Right.
And I said, well, I wouldn't want to be that one person that didn't do it and nobody
Right.
received $100.
It's called peer pressure.
Yeah.
I would also like to throw it out there on the table. We have it at $100, and that $100 per employee, and of course, it's just the employees that are on the insurance.
Or eligible.
Yeah.
Yep.
That we raised, it's been $100 for how long? And we saved just under $50,000 on our premium last year. So I'd like to see that raised to at least $150.
I'd go along with that.
I would definitely.
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Motion by Charlie to increase it to 150 and approve the wellness participation with ISAC.
Motion.
Motion by Charlie, second by Darren. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. Consider authorization of $275,000 transfer from the general fund to the EMA's reserve fund.
Yeah. The prior EMA director instructed me on how to move the money every year and how to figure those amounts, and I've been doing it the same way. It was misunderstood by EMA how that worked, and this is refunding them the money that they thought was there, but they had not been getting.
It was there, though.
Yes, it's been
It's
there.
no
We saved
new.
it. We saved it.
We cleaned it up, so
Yes.
it's very accessible.
Yeah, and there's some ground rules been laid. I guess it's
Nothing's
not
been
a
taken away from
policy,
anybody.
and they can move money into their, the EMA commission. What they will do is, at the end of each year, whatever time they decide on, they can write a check. It's two separate funds. They can write a check and deposit it in the reserve fund anytime they want. It's off the auditor's table now to control that. And
Because it'll always.
I don't think the
just stay
auditor
there.
should have ever had all that control.
Right.
It shouldn't.
This is
shouldn't have been
way
that.
cleaner, and it's a lot easier to
Yeah.
track.
And the board, the EMA board's in charge of it.
Yep. Yep. And they are anyway.
Yes, they should be,
Right.
not the auditor.
Right. Do I have a motion to approve the transfer?
A motion.
Second by Charlie, second by Darren. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 We normally do a blanket transfer statement at the beginning of each fiscal year, and this was not, of course, was not included. We didn't see it coming.
And it has its own code and
Yes.
and fund and everything.
Yes.
Okay. Consider lease with Harlan Family Services for the office space at the Annex Building. I know Marcus is not here today, but at our last meeting, or I guess before the special one, we approved it, but handed it over to Marcus. I have it right here. I've gone through all the things that we had asked for in there. And so Marcus put it in legal form, 2-year lease, and upon your approval, we will sign it and pass it on to Harlan to sign, and they're planning on moving in this week, possible, so.
Motion approved.
Okay.
Second.
Motion by Charlie. I think we're just about the third time we've
Discuss
worked on
it, yeah.
this. so.
Yeah.
Motion by Charlie, second by Darren. Any other questions? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
The bad drywall in the one office and the sink's working.
Oh, wow, get all that in?
Yeah, it's all done. Just got done last week.
You got that bad area cleaned out of there?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
The
Very
flooring
good.
still looks bad, but
There was a bad place on a wall or something
Right.
too.
From moisture or what?
Yeah.
from years
From
ago.
years
They
ago.
said
Okay.
you were in.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about
Oh, yeah.
alley wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because the office hadn't been used and had been used for storage, nobody ever fixed the drywall
Yeah.
spot. And so we had that fixed, so.
I'm excited for that because we had that extra space there and now it's gonna be
Yeah.
used and we're making some money off it, so.
That's that very back room by the.
Yep, in the
alley.
corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So will they be using like Marcus's old area as well?
Nope.
No. So that's still
That's
empty?
still there.
So we can still rent
They've
that
got
out?
Yeah.
3 offices and a private medical room.
Yep.
Cool.
And it's gonna be tied in with Lonnie's offices, so it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll have that service up in this area or region, so. Any other thing, anybody have anything else out there?
Mark, does somebody come out and check that sump pump once a year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, every one of them. And then, we want to talk about the ARPA grants today at all?
We can talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have time. Yeah. I know the bike trail has submitted are going to be submitting an application. I had seen it in an email of it. Maybe want to come up, Bob, and talk about it. Bob Mortensen with Trail Committee.
Yeah, basically what we're asking is a little assistance because we have had to severely curtail our fundraising efforts due to the COVID. And
Like how many of them?
we actually canceled 5 major
Wow.
fundraisers, and we tried to sneak some in when the COVID numbers went down, and
Good luck, right?
yeah, that's just about. I'm happy to report we didn't lose any money, but we didn't make much more than pocket change either.
You guys were doing very good up until then, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, we've had very good response from the community. Of course, Panama Transfer has been just an absolute gold standard contributor
Yeah,
to this project. But this is something that other groups have had the legal experts look at, and it is definitely permissible use of these funds for trails. It is, I know I look at the census figures every year, and every year it says, well, there's a few less of us. And yet the national trend is for particularly the 23 to 40-year-old population to be moving from the metro areas to what they refer to as the micro areas, or even the pico areas. In other words, they're talking about towns around 5,000 people, towns of less than 1,000 people. With the exception of Shelby, and that's mainly thanks to Menards, we don't see all that much of that. But one of the things they're really interested in that age group, is the availability of outdoor recreation. Good parks, good amenities for being outside. And I think this pandemic has got a lot of people to change their mind about they can only do things when they get together in a group. They like to go outside, feel safe. And to see facilities like this under development, I think is going to help us a great deal. So anytime any of you gentlemen have any questions about, what are we up to, what are our plans, for goodness sakes, give me a call. I'm always happy to discuss what we've got going. We try to work on a main project, but we don't have blinders completely on, because we've also, it was actually a board member's suggestion that brought the new walking path in the Oakland City Park to fruition. We also assisted by providing labor in reconstruction of the bridge on the walkway at Chemorowski Park. So we're keeping an eye on the pulse of the local area to where, yes, we can still concentrate on a main goal, but we're willing to take on the smaller side things that can help, just the general overall availability and convenience of outdoor recreation.
Kudos to you, the time you put in, and the committee, because you guys have not backed away from this, so appreciate what you're doing for the county and for the citizens here.
Well, it was something that, when we held the original organization meetings, it was something that there was obviously considerable people that were interested in it, and it's something that we hope to continue, and, our plan eventually is to connect with the trail coming out of Council Bluffs along 191. And that would open up a lot of possibilities for instance, bed and breakfast, because a 45 to 50 mile ride out of the metro area out here to the calm and quiet and serenity of the rural area would be a definite possibility, and within the abilities of your average cyclist.
It'd be
So-
huge.
I think
Did
an
you have something to say
ice
there?
cream shop would be better.
Along the way?
Absolutely.
I'd even drive to that.
What can I say? I've been known to graze on bike trails.
Yeah, I
Right
agree.
between cafes and ice cream shops.
You feel better about yourself. I mean, if you're gonna eat, at least you're exercising at the same time. So you guys got your first mile done, is that
It
correct?
looks awesome.
I have not been there,
Yeah,
out there.
it's awesome.
So have you pretty much exhausted all your funds?
We do have some funds still that we have not spent, but we also still have the holdback, the 5% holdback from the contractor's work that we haven't settled up with yet. And I think that is about it. We will have maybe 14,000.
And it cost you how much to do that first mile?
Just shy of 350,000.
And you're asking us for 75,000, is that right?
Right around there. For planning and engineering to start the next phase.
Yes, it would be for the engineering and the required studies from the DOTs, since we're using their right of way, you know. If you're in, it's like Mom used to say, if you're in my house, you follow my rules.
Oh, yeah.
So
Does
it's,
that much go to each mile that you have to do? I mean, 75,000, would that be eaten up by all the
Depends how many
engineering?
creeks they have to cross. That's a big.
Just in a mile, next mile, or are you talking?
well, and actually,
Next one, 4.
Oh, is it?
in
Okay.
order, in order to stay eligible for like the Fed Rec or the state rec grant, we have to go to a logical stopping point, which they normally consider to be a road crossing.
Sure,
So we're looking at 1.33 miles
okay.
on this next one, and our engineer that actually sits on our board has said it's going to be probably a little better than $1 million for this next one, and that's just a preliminary guess, you know, so.
You know what the economy's doing.
Well, and that's the other thing, you know, we were lucky this year that we didn't have that big raise in concrete costs. And I don't know if you gentlemen realize it or not, but we had put, knowing that it's always easier to get money to construct than it is to repair. We added a little extra expense to our concrete because we specified the C5 concrete mix, which is the same as the highways use.
Statement.
Yeah, so this should be something
Should last
that,
a while.
yeah, I'm going to say if we don't go 30 years without any but minor repairs, I'm going to be really disappointed because the testing done on it, the slope tests were absolutely perfect. The bar break actually exceeded the required specifications, so we're very happy with the concrete.
Well, you go and, I don't know if you picked up an application from Mark yet and filled that out.
Yes.
It's,
Isn't that what we got in our email?
Yeah.
That was the actual application, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it easily qualifies.
Yeah,
Under the
and
guidelines.
tourism, that qualifies in several different avenues.
Yes.
So, we had talked a little bit before the meeting and told him this is a little different application than our other ones were, because now we're looking at a pool from January to June.
Right.
Unless it's an emergency. He said they probably won't do anything, not he, Bob said they probably won't do anything till, summer or probably next fall. So we need to look and see where our pool is, see what
That's been
kind of
started.
money and that we get in the next few months, and
And if,
unless it's an emergency.
let's say we do grant it to him, to them, they've got to use it within how many years?
it's gotta be,
Allocated
This is
in the
easy.
board, 26.
But he's gotta have another million raised by then to start the next part of his
but
project.
he has, it's the planned expenditure
Yeah, so he'll get
by
that spent
December
right
of
away.
2026.
Okay.
If you've
That's why
got it
he's doing it
planned,
that
For the engineer, yeah.
if I understand
Sure.
things correctly, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
I like what you're doing.
We can keep it and carry it over.
Well, and basically, when we get that funding, then we will be going ahead with that
Was
because
that
Right.
part of it?
that,
Okay.
that
Sure.
engineering
Right.
study and
So it gets spent.
the
Okay.
other studies that the DOT requires, you know, if there's any remediation that we're going to have to take, because like they find a wetland spot or somebody has concern we might be digging up arrowheads where we're at, you know, which I seriously doubt since on highway right of way, but you never know, you know, and that has to be figured into our estimate, and that basically is what this is for, is to give us a reasonable estimate that we're confident is, you know, as close to correct as you can be when you're estimating something that may not happen for a couple of years, but
Another
we do
thing,
our best.
we've almost allocated, not spent, but allocated our first half of the money, because we got 1.1 million.
Mhm.
We're gonna get the other half around that June, July timeframe. So that's one of the reasons it's set up the way it is. So we're not allocating before we get it.
And that's, I congratulate you on being smart, because
Yeah.
money
no,
like this, money like this is, and, you know, we all realize this is one-time funds,
Mhm.
basically, you know, so.
That's what it is.
This isn't something that you want to plan to use to provide something that's going to be years down the road.
Yeah.
But
No, I would say you've probably got a good shot.
Yeah.
And even if you don't get the full funding,
Yeah.
we.
I think you can see we support
we
what
will
you're
have-
doing.
Yes, definitely.
Okay? I'll let your board know that too.
Good.
So we'll do what we
pass the
can.
word on.
Appreciate you coming in today.
Okay, anybody else have anything else?
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Roger, do you have anything?
No.
Okay.
Okay, meeting adjourned. Thanks, everybody.